Okay, so today we have our Valley View students with Ms. Lesgus, and we also have Tim Ford from Einhorn Harris, who has generously supported our program financially. I see Mr. Pecor in front here, coaching baseball when he was in first grade or something like that, right? We're going to start off with the students, and Ms. Lesgus speak a little bit about their program at the middle school. Then we're going to have a little presentation from Mr. Ford, and then we also go to the Patriots pen. So first, we'll start off with Ms. Lesgus. We have to use the mic because it's on video.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So I'd like to present some of the members of this year's mock trial club, which Mr. Ford is here also to present the honorarium that his law firm provides to support this club. So if my students could stand up. This is a 7th and 8th grade only experience. Would anybody like to say a few words about their experience as a member of the mock trial club? All right, Ave.
I guess it's pretty fun, you know. It's like kind of get to experience all like a real law case would be like making it, and not like really, but it's like a taste of what would happen. So it's just kind of fun, you know, and also a really big learning experience.
Great. Thanks, Ave. I think it's fun now. Wait till January. So we participate in a competition, a statewide competition that is sponsored by the New Jersey State Bar Foundation. And it's called Law Adventure. It's for 7th and 8th grade students. And the students have been given 2 themes this year. The themes are
plagiarism and cybercrime.
so they can choose one of those 2 themes on which to develop their original case. We typically have about 18 or 20 students participate in the club. I don't know what the 8th graders were saying out in public, but we have 35 this year. So we have 4 teams, and we're trying to develop 4 cases. And there's very specific rules and regulations that go along with the cases that they must present. And they're due January 30th. So once they are finished, then we have a little more fun in the spring, because we take the original cases and we develop them into kind of like dramatizations of the cases, and we present them here at night court, we call it, in the end of May 30th this year. So that's what mock trial is all about. It is an opportunity for them we come to visit town court on a Thursday in April. We go to New Brunswick, which is where the New Jersey State Bar Foundation is located, and we hear winning cases. We'll find out sometime in March whether or not one of our cases is a winner. There's a lot of competition. There's about 125 or 130 cases submitted to the competition statewide. And if we are not a winning case, presenting our case, then we will be serving as a jury to hear the winning cases presented that morning. So that's what mock trial is all about. And it's a great lot of fun. Mr. Ford? By the way, Mr. Ford serves in our advisory capacity. He's at most of our meetings, trying to redirect and teach the students as much as he can about the law, because all of the cases have to be directed to law, and they have to be based on law. So That's probably the biggest learning curve students have in being part of this. It's not TV.
So not only does Einhorn Harris support us financially, they also send Mr. Ford to help guide our programs. This has been going on, what, at least?
This is my 9th year involved. I think it's been 10 years that Valley View's been doing it. But
This is my 4th year because the previous teacher left and went to another district, so.
So
The Inspector Services are judge.
Yeah, every spring.
Yeah.
I don't know who gave the lawyer a microphone at 7:45 p.m. That's probably not a good idea, but I want to present a check to the Board of Education from the law firm of Einhorn Harris, Ashley Barbarito Frost in Denville. Been in town for about 55 years. I'm a partner with Einhorn Harris. It's my honor and privilege to have the opportunity to work in Valley View School in the Denville community. Something that I cherish, it's something that I look forward to on my calendar, and it's a great opportunity. Hopefully for the students, I know it certainly is for me. The goal is certainly not to develop any more competition in the legal world. I don't need any more of that, but to develop critical thinking skills. Hopefully, all the students have fun, they learn a little bit. Certainly they have the benefit of having a wonderful faculty advisor, Ms. Lesgis. Truly, they're very fortunate to have you. And I think from your familial background, having a family as a federal court judge and a state court judge, which is a big deal, you've picked up a couple of pointers from them as well. So, on behalf of Einhorn Harris, I'd like to send a check to the Board of Education on $1,200.
Thank you. And it's great to see the Valley kids out here. Ms. Lesgis, we're looking forward to coming to see you at the, we do it here too, don't you do something here?
Our neighbor is here.
We want to come check that out.
May 30th, yep.
Good, excellent. Thanks, guys.
I just want to look at the Patriots 10 recipient tonight was here for our presentation last December. He wasn't a member of the club last year, but I think he liked what he heard that night and he joined us this year. So Johnny is part of our group as well.
So, Mr. Patterson, would you come up?
Thank you.
Can we get a picture with Tim and the kids and everybody?
Oh, sure. Come on.
I see some new faces, some excited.
Are you taking it just for person?
Want to get one extra? Thanks, guys. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Mr. Patterson is going to present the award for Patriots Penn.
Thank you very much. For those of you who are not familiar with the Patriots Penn Essay Contest, it's been sponsored by the Veterans of Foreign Wars for probably about 70 years. It is a patriotic essay contest for middle school students. Last year, there were 120,000 students in the United States participating in that program. The competition runs on the local level, the county level, the state level, and the national level. Last year's winner is with us here again, John Harris. John is the winner for 2 years in a row, and last year John finished second in the county. And I got to know John and his family a little bit at the county award ceremony. And when he wasn't trying to be recruited by a Marine commander, John was committing himself to be back here tonight. and I know that John worked very hard. When we passed out the materials for this year's program, I sent an email to John's father just to alert John about the program. And his father wrote right back to me and said, not only is John aware of this program, he's already completed the first draft of the program. So John, like many of the other students, talked about the importance of the American, why I honor the American flag. Our flag is a symbol of our country, a symbol of our freedom, our unity, and our diversity. And John, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, I think he dedicated his essay to his great-grandmother, who was a native of France, who got to see the power of the American military in the country. And she could not understand why people in this country desecrate our flag. She was very upset about that. So once again, John, congratulations. You did a wonderful job. This says, "In sincere appreciation for the Veterans of Foreign Wars Youth Essay Award Citation presented to John Paris, and sincere appreciation and recognition of valuable cooperation and assistance rendered on behalf of our nation's youth."
Everything one with yours? Sure. John's parents want to come up? John's father? John's father? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys.
Thank you. So if you guys want to go home or stay for the meeting, whichever you want to do. Are you staying for the meeting?
Well, thank you to Mr. Patterson, who comes every year to present. Congratulations to John. Thank you to all the Valley View students, Mrs. Leskus, as well as Mr. Ford, who had to leave. But appreciate everybody for coming out. I know it's a school night, so feel free to leave. If you'd like to stay around, we'll be here for a little while. We'll do some exciting Ford business. This is yours, Dave. Let's see right here for you.
I appreciate it.
I sure she can get a ride home. Yeah.
Of course you're staying around. Oh, wait, you just realized everybody's leaving. Sorry, man.
Without any further ado, Mr. Forte, superintendent comments.
Okay, a little construction update. Our vestibules have been delayed again due to the materials, and we do have a delivery date of this, in early January, and the company expects to have them completed by the end of January. The Valley View Electric Service, I'm not sure if you've driven by the Valley View School on Diamond Spring, you'll see there's a hole dug, and that's now filled, so the conduit's been run. And so they're doing part of the work now, but there's still the cooperation with JCP&L, which will slow the project down a little bit after this part. So it still looks like we're not going to finalize the project until spring break, because they're not going to be ready to do it for Christmas break. And we need to have at least 2 days with no electric for the school. So it'll be, it looks like it'll be more like spring break, not Christmas break. QSAC update, we had our final meeting on Friday, and on your agenda here is to approve the DPR, which is basically called the District Performance Report. It's basically our look at the district in all different areas, and then once the board approves that, we upload it to the state, and the monitors come on January 7th That's an all-day event. Transportation update. So today was our first day with Hunter and Services Commission, and they did do one route, and we do have a driver on the route. That bus driver was trained in our district for 3 days last week, going around on another bus. And then today, one of our drivers drove on the bus with them. They're going to do the same tomorrow, and then they're going to move on to doing it on their own. And the report was everything was good. Hour of code activities. It was great to see everybody there. I know Mr. Capello, Mrs. Wagner, I believe, and also Mr. Anderson coded. I'm not sure if any of the other board members did. We also had the mayor, the police chief, myself. We had, then we also had Assistant Commissioner of Education Carol Morano came. And I got to tell you, Ms. Morano paid our district a huge compliment. She was really impressed with our students, our staff, and the can-do spirit, she said, of what our kids can do and rising to the challenge. So I was pretty impressed. She was pretty impressed with what we were doing here. This is something that I started when I first got here. It's been going on for a few years. It's an international thing. It's you know, I don't know if it's hundreds of millions yet, but it's pretty close to 100 million people doing it around the world. It's to bring attention to coding as a career and just expose kids. And I was happy for the first time. My son said he actually liked it. It's the first time. Every time I asked him, he was like, hour of what? This time he said, yeah, it was fun. So I was good. Here's another thing. I'd like to approve the calendar for January, for 2020-2021 in January. We did 1920, but the other districts are doing theirs this month. And I didn't get around to it for today. And I also felt like it's probably not a bad thing to do with the new board, right? Let the new board take a look at it and approve it in January. I don't think a whole month is going to matter too much. But how do you guys feel? Everybody feel pretty good about getting another year on there? We talked about it a few times. But yeah, why not let people have some time to plan, right? So I would like to have that on the agenda for a meeting, the last meeting in January. And I'll put it in the folder. So it'll mirror the ones that we have with the other districts in the regional. That's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Forte. Dr. Cullis, any assistant superintendent?
Sure. Tonight, I recommended some revisions to curriculum. So if those are approved, I just encourage parents to go on and look at our new math curriculum that will be up on the website. We also have a new intervention website which discusses all of the levels of support that we give students. So it's our tiered system of supports, and that is a new website under curriculum and instruction. A lot of things going on in the schools right now with the holidays coming up. Every school has a winter concert coming up, so please look at your school and see which date your school is planning their concert. This concludes Assistant Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Cullis. Damaris, any business administrator comments?
I just want to bring to your attention that the board secretary report and the treasurer's report for November will not be on the agenda for tonight due to the only one meeting in December, and it will be approved in January.
Thank you very much. All right, it is now 7:51, and I will open up for first open public comment, discussion, anything germane to this issue. Comments? Seeing none, I will close the first open public comment section at 7:51 p.m. and move on to our agenda. Mrs. Wagner, would you want to run us through old business, please?
Sure. At the next meeting, we will be, I'm sorry, tonight. Tonight we will, so I'll make the motion.
Yes.
Sorry. So if there are no
Those often we
objections,
have like the combined meeting, I know.
if there are no objections, I'd like to make a motion to approve the list of reports on the agenda. The report, student enrollment for November, along with the medical office report for November, the 2 PIN cases listed, and the QSAC report that Mr. Forte spoke of, along with minutes from work session November 12th and regular session November 26th.
Second.
Helen?
I like the excitement. Any questions, comments on old business? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Capello?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Cass?
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner?
Yes, except for the regular session, November 26th, because I was not present. I'll abstain from that.
Mr. King?
Yes, abstaining from the minutes from November 12th.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes. All right, Mr. Capello, would you mind moving us through personnel new business?
If there are no objections under personnel, I would like to move items 1 through 6 as a block. These include some new hires, movement, some resignations. We also are approving some new substitute hires, and also students to observe in our schools, as well as employee positions under 4, the approval of the merit roll for the Nurse Borowski for the 2% of her salary for the training that she facilitated for our drivers and our school security practices, as well as some FMLA fees and changes and extensions.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Wagner, thank you. Any questions, comments on items 1 through 6 of personnel?
So congratulations, Thomas. Sounds like we're well received program drivers.
The presentation was very motivational. We put in a personal touch into the training, and the drivers connected well with them.
Could I ask a question about 1B? Just curiously how we decide on step 7. What's the process of deciding on step?
The new hire has 23 years of driving experience.
Okay.
He comes from another school district, and he's not moving to Denville, but his daughter lives in Denville, and he wants to spend more time with his wife.
Yeah, I saw his resume or applications.
Yes.
Happy to see us finding a driver.
Absolutely.
See if he has any friends or. Any other questions, comments on personnel? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Capello?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Cass?
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Kim?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes. Mr. Luer, would you mind moving us to instructional program, please?
I would be happy to, as long as somebody else turns off their microphone, because we're getting feedback. I think it's just, speakers. Okay. I would like to move that we approve items 1 through 4 as a block, assuming there are no objections. Item 1 is the list of field trip requests. Item 2 is workshops with expenses. And item 3 is the approval as the reflective practice protocol as part of the evaluation tools. That was gone over in the minutes. And finally, the revised math curriculum for grades K through 8.
Second. Thank you, Mr. Kim.
Okay, I would like to note that Jennifer Caborte has put an inordinate amount of effort into it, and I think she did an extremely good job on it. I'd like to publicly thank her for that work.
On the math curriculum.
Yes, on the math curriculum. I second that as well. It's truly amazing. I know you don't need to second that, but
We went through it for in committee, and it was, yeah, it's a very impressive body of work. A lot of time managing into it. And I know she spent a lot of time diving deep into some of the references you were saying, the links, and kind of expanding on them. It's a great job.
I would definitely say comment, her work is extraordinary because it's far more than what you would find in a normal curriculum. I mean, you would look at another school district that does have so many resources that are linked that. are useful for teachers and families to go on.
I would also like to commend everyone involved in the RPP project. I mean, from as Dr. Cullis mentioned during the meeting, everyone's enthusiasm, people signing out the cameras, even though they're not part of that evaluation, as well as the web tool or website that the team had designed, which is truly amazing as well. So, great stuff being produced, and there was even discussion of potentially generating revenue if possible. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know if we ever found that out, but that might be interesting.
Well, at the very least, we're maybe presenting this like during school boards, sharing the good news they have for the county. I mean, there's a lot of, I think, really kind of innovative and stuff.
Yeah, I had the great opportunity to sit on one of the first meetings, I think, where you guys presented at Valley View, and there was a lot of excitement then, but it was really great to see that carried through. Because sometimes there's some excitement at the beginning, and it doesn't carry through, so that's great to hear, and hopefully we can continue to get more teachers interested in it, because I think it's, I know from, my work, we use a lot of that type of reflection, self-reflection, evaluation. It certainly seems to be very beneficial, so I'm glad to hear it.
Approximately, actually exactly a third of the teachers who showed up to that meeting are doing it as their long evaluation this year.
Any other questions or comments on instructional program? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cabello?
Yes.
Mr. Lord?
Yes.
Mr. Cass?
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Kim?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes. This is Mrs. Wagner. Would you mind moving us through policy?
Sure, so if there are no objections, I would like to move under policies, just item 1, which we are doing a second reading and adoption of policies, all 3 policies listed.
Second.
Questions or comments on those 3 policies for second reading and adoption? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cabello?
Yes.
Mr. Lord?
Yes.
Mr. Cass?
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Kim?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes. Mrs. DeLuca is not here, so Mr. Cass, would you mind moving us through some finance, please?
I was trying to stay off the radar, but I guess.
Let's try.
I was saving a special spot for you. Yeah, thank you. The money. It's all about the money. Okay, I'd like to, under finance, move items 1 through 9. Number 1 is the check register. We also have some, number 2 is the accepting the donation check that we just saw presented. These guys have done a great job over the years. It's very popular. Great to see that we had 35 students enrolled in it this year. Number 3 and 4 and 5 are donations. Number 3 is a donation of commercial grade scaffolding for Michael Chmielewski, value of $2,000. Number 4, we have a donation of toys to the Riverview Sensory Room from Michelle Perkins. And number 5, donation of a refrigerator for the Lakeview School Fabs. Number 6 is the disposal of 46 laptops and 4 smart boards. As we discussed previously, the items are being used for parts that are no longer functioning. And also number 7, we have ask the board to approve the award CDM Technologies as the highest responsible bidder under the district's bid document requirements and public school purchasing laws for the sale of 700 used HP laptops, the amount of $24,075. And number 8, that we approve the attached change order number 1 from DN Electrical Contracting to include material underground telephone conduit for the transformer project, the amount of $2,465.96. We discussed that in buildings and ground in detail, and this is a major project, and we we'd like to see changes, so we'll make sure this project is done correctly, and we're not doing something to fix it after it's done. And number 9 is that we approve the uncommon thread to provide an ABA lead replacement teacher between December 11th and June 21st, 2019, at a cost not to exceed $55,020.
I'll second.
So I have a question about the change order. Did we budget for any kind of potential issues? And obviously, it's not going to take up most of what we budgeted. Not like what?
We always at least 10%.
10%. Okay. Okay.
And then we usually do 10% for contingency and then 10% for legal and engineering.
Okay.
I'm not entirely certain I understood why we had to have the change order. I saw that we need to run more conduit and put it in a different pole, but I'm not sure why. Was that explained that I missed it?
PSKNG, JCPL needs to move the telephone pole from where the current location is now to approximately 3 feet away from the school. And it was not a big expense, so they need to extend the wire.
Why do they have to do that?
Why do they?
Why is JC?
So the money's not for the pole, it was for the wire to get to
We don't have to pay for it.
Right, the pole was there, the pole's there, they're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, so the way I understood it is the specs are for the pole to be here, and JCP&L is now saying the pole has to be here. They're moving the pole, so therefore
The concrete's different.
the wire's there.
it's a little bit further.
The way I read that, I thought it was the movement of the pole.
So JCP&L changed the specs after we put it out to bid? Is that what I'm understanding?
We have the specs for the conduit to go to where the pole originally is right now. And after discussing with the utility companies, you know, it needs to be moved to this location.
So yeah, it is, yes.
Yes,
So they changed it on us and we have to pay extra for it?
yes.
We're okay with that?
It's our property, they put in the transformer, we're doing the e-ground work.
This is one of those jobs where you have all these moving parts, that's why you have to have some kind of contingency for it. You have government agencies, you have different engineering firms, and you have utility company, you can just imagine all those things going on.
I understand that there's lots of moving parts. It just seems very odd that they changed everything afterwards and we have to pay for it.
I have the same concern as well too, and I would question that. And again, we wanted to make it safer, I guess, to move the telephone pole to a different location. Away from the school.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I remember some conversation at the beginning that JCP&L was working pretty closely with us, right? So this wasn't a contentious relationship and conversation. In fact, I thought they worked with us pretty well, delaying the project and also like working with us on the time frame that we're trying to have a couple days of downtime, right? I mean, it seems like they've been working with us.
We have a really good connection, especially with one of the rep from basically now. And yes, they are working with our calendar, with our schedule, and I don't think that we do this to be malicious. It's just, I guess it's a better option.
Was this the pole that was taken down that started this whole thing? Or was that a different pole?
I think it's on the other side, isn't it?
I don't know.
Wasn't that on the side of the,
Was it on the Bureau Left side?
it isn't a different pole. The problem is
No, I get it. No, I get it. I was just wondering, because that originally the pole, was a pole taken down? It started
wasn't that
this
pole,
whole-
yeah, the pole got hit by a car right
Right.
on the other side of the street,
Okay.
like by the park.
I was just wondering if they were moving it to get it further away from the street or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wondering. Okay.
Any other questions, comments? I would echo Mr. Cass's thank you to Einhorn and Harris. Obviously, we thank you earlier, but it's been a tremendous partnership. They've been able to not only financially support it, but support it with scaffolding. How did that come about, out of curiosity?
So Mike is our facilities manager,
Yes.
facilities person. And before he did this for the business, he was a masonry company. And he has this scaffolding has not use for it.
Okay.
It's something that we could use on our side, and we decided to donate it to the district. That's what that
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
I would also like to point out that item 9, the reason we are paying I have just been informed by Ms. Cullis that the reason, Dr. Cullis, the reason we are using the uncommon thread to provide the ABA leave replacement teachers because we were unable to find one on our own.
Yes, the person has to have 2 certificates, and none of the applicants have 2 certificates. This is for a class that has, for a preschool handicap class, autistic class, and it's something you have to have the right person in.
For number 7, are we happy with the dollar amount that we wound up getting for the 700 laptops?
I personally am. There was a discrepancy, Sean. It was $10,000 and the highest $24,000. It was like 10, 12, 15.
Okay.
So yes, this was the highest.
So I ran through it a little long, on and refurbished, that's about $35 to $45 each, like each is their dollar price. Now, if they refurb them, they can probably get over 100, but obviously that's for them.
Sure,
now.
sure.
So actually, it did seem pretty reasonable, because we had averaged, what, 35? I think, or 34, 35. There was one at 45, one you found at 30, they were very close, the numbers were pretty close.
Cool, okay.
And they were going to pick up and
Yeah, I saw that too.
Because the other ones, number 6, and ones that were already torn apart, so they're not, those were things. They're going to be sent to recycling.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Canelo,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes to 1 through 7 and 9, go to 8.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Kim,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes. Wagner, back to you for operations.
Sure, if there are no objections, I'd like to move under transportation the 3 items listed. One is the joint transportation agreement. One is we're rejecting a bid for a bus of $312, and we would like to donate that bus to the Denville Fire Department for them to use for practice and drill purposes.
Second.
Mrs. Kitty. And just for clarity, for the public and everyone, I just want to make sure I understand it. So on E1 or A, we're voting to approve a joint transportation agreement with MHRD. At this point, we don't have a need or we're not immediately executing anything on that. That's just available, right? Okay.
B and C, we have, because there was a small fire in that bus, the value of it came down substantially to $300 basically. And when I was at a training at the county fire academy, somebody mentioned that they don't, one of their superintendents donated a bus to the fire department. And I figured, wow, $300, let's see if our fire department wants it. Maybe someday saves one of our kids' lives and get off the bus. So they accepted it right away. I said, yes, we'd love that. It would be great for us to be able to drill on this. And then they were talking about it, you tip it over, chop up pieces of it.
Any other questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Canelo,
Yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Cass,
Yes.
Mrs. Wagner,
Yes.
Mr. Kim,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
and I sent you an email with some suggestions. I don't know if you heard from anybody else.
I didn't get any other feedback directly. So I did talk to Mrs. Wagner a little bit about it this past week.
So what my idea.
I'll send out what Don's idea was, and I'll throw it back out there to get any feedback. But yeah. I also, just so everybody knows too, I've been delayed, but I am working on the foundation submittal for that award that's due on Thursday. So I plan to get it done by Thursday.
Are you a pressure performer?
I got some. I actually was in contact with Mr. Barnish this afternoon because there was some information I needed to get from him. I think there was some information from the district, although I think I'm good on it. Just need the student count, which I got off the report. So. I did want to make two quick comments. Hour of Code, I wanted to echo what Mr. Forte said earlier. Awesome experience. I had the chance to go to both Lakeview and Riverview, and just incredible. Both the students, the staff. I mean, it was fun to see. And I'll say, I think this year they changed some things with the programming, and it seemed a little more interactive for the kids, which was fun to see. They had like dancing.
The dance one was pretty, you did a fourth grade one, that was pretty neat. Yeah.
Yep, I did one of them, and then I did what the other one was.
A lot of Minecraft still.
Yeah, I forget the other one was, but really, really good experience. In fact, the first one I did was a first grade class, and I was amazed to see. I mean, outside of helping the kids read a little bit, they were so into it. It was very cool to see. So, and the other thing I wanted to mention was I had the opportunity, and I don't think I mentioned this at the last meeting, but I had the opportunity to watch the foundation growing up character at Riverview a couple weeks ago. Awesome experience there. I believe they did it at Lakeview also. Yep. So thank you to the foundation, and thank you for the Lakeview PTA. They donated at Lakeview, so thank you for sponsoring that activity. It was awesome to see. So.
For the foundation, I'm not sure if if all the board members know this, but every year we allow the New York Giants to run a camp on our property. We don't ask for payment, we ask for a donation based on the amount of registrants. And each year they send us a check for the foundation, so they gave us a check for $990. But we try to help them, get the word out, and then also use our space. They use Howard Johnson Field, and then they donate to the foundation. So it's been about 5 years, so probably somewhere in the 4,000 plus range money over the last few years. And that was some of the money that went towards paying for those banners I got for the foundation.
I'd like to once again comment on Steve and Dr. Colvis and the Maris and the rest of the CUSAC team. I know that the days are closing quickly, and I know that the end is near, so kudos to everyone involved, just to see the dedication. Everyone, in that last meeting I attended, everyone was fine too. Steve would ask a question, yes, we did that, we're just going to do this, bang, bang, bang. And so kudos to everyone, and I'm looking forward to the results of the review. So.
And just a comment, I did get a call from the district today that the county ed specialist gave our name to, because they were inquiring of how they should set up their curriculum, and she said, call Denville. So I hope that means we're on the right track.
Very good. Because I was setting up that with I don't think that's the case. I was thinking about saying it, and I was like,
Yes, that is the big surprise.
That came from mine. The only big surprise about that comment is it came from you, not from the rest of us.
All right, any other good of the cause? I did see some comments from Mr. Forte about the Valley View Field, so I'm hopeful to see that progressing in the next few months here. I think it's something Mr.
Cass has brought it up a few times. The more I've kind of thought about it, I think it's right now, and you've said it too, Mr. Forte, it's not a good reflection of our district, and I don't think it's a good space for our kids to have gym or athletics, or, we don't even use it really that much for athletics, right? So,
We have coach in the back here, but we've coached some practice on that field, right?
Yeah.
We can use some work. I don't even know if you should use the word field, right?
No.
Something.
It's generous, therefore, no doubt.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get some progress on that. Any other good cause? It is 8:18, and I will open for our second open public comment section. Anybody who wants to make comments can come up to the microphone.
I have a comment, Lee.
Sure. Come on up. I just asked you to sign in on that piece of paper. Just state your name and address for the record.
Is the hand on my elbow?
Thank you, Mr. Pico. Any comments?
No.
Use this because it's on.
Good evening, my name is Jeff Pecor. I live at 23 Winding Way in Denville. I have 3 students in the district, one in 2nd grade, one in 4th grade, and one in 8th grade. And I came home I came home earlier in the week after the hour of code this. I wanted to commend the district, the Board of Education, the superintendent for supporting the program. I do that stuff for a living, and I came home to my 2nd grade daughter, just enthralled the idea of coding. And I thought that was really amazing. And I sat down for about half an hour that night and did some of the programming that she was doing. And I was watching her, and I was watching the concepts that they were teaching, and it was all very familiar to me, obviously, but it was very practical and very familiar to me and very mission-oriented to what I do every day. And I watched her working through an actual problem that she was having, and she was debugging using the exact same skills that I use every day. So it's, for a guy who does it, I'm telling you, it's a great program, and it does what it needs to do. So kudos to you guys for supporting it. I hope you continue doing it for years and years to come, because kids need that stuff. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments, and I will say too, thank you to the technology teachers. I think they even did a Thursday night.
Yeah.
So above and beyond, kind of going and offering that, and a bunch of families and kids came in. So thank you, Mr. Pico. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Seeing no one else, I will close our public comment section at 8:20 p.m. We have no need for second executive.
I think we did.
Okay. All right, we will have a second executive session, however, we will not vote on any items. Mr. Yeah, please do that.
If it's all right, I'd like to move to convene an executive session in accordance with Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act. The purpose of this closed session will be to discuss negotiations. Minutes of the session will be made available to the public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists.
Second.
I will defeat you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? None. Any abstentions? None. Your executive session